What is up, fish fam? It is, let me check my watch, 10:43 p.m. It's pretty late. I have a habit of not being able to sleep. And earlier today, I filmed an episode, kind of a day in the life thing, and I saw something that I really wanted at the pet store. And what I saw was shrimp. And I don't have a way to keep shrimp or house shrimp. And that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get right into today's video. Or should I say tonight's video? Let's go. All right, guys. So I'm sitting in the fish room, not very tired even though it's late. And after seeing those yellow and red shrimp at the store today, I decided it's time to add some shrimp to the fish room. So let's just dive right into what we're gonna be doing, what we're gonna be using, and let's get ourselves some shrimp in the fish room. I think it'll be a cool addition. They're very colorful, and looking for a very low maintenance kind of tank. And we're going to use only locally sourced materials. And by that I mean from my backyard. Sorry, one of my fish just exploded at the top of the surface. Looks like one of the peacocks is fighting with the other peacock. The two blues are going at it. They're always fighting with each other. And neither one of them is a tank boss, which is funny. The big orange and black one will come and shut that down here in a second. But they freaking make a mess. So that's besides the point. It's just happening right behind you. Anyways, let's get right into what we're going to do and what we're going to work with. So first and foremost will be our tank. This is a 10-gallon tank. It used to belong to my son. Actually, many of you have seen Ninja, the betta fish that lives in this tank right here. This used to be his tank. This was originally his. Oh my God, my peacocks are going crazy back there. But you guys probably can't even hear it because I'm wearing a microphone, and it's really good at just taking away noise from around the room. Earl's right here chilling. He's always calm. But those guys back there, probably gonna have to, they'll definitely have to go to the 900-gallon tank eventually, be it. But let's keep going with the tank. This is literally a bag full of dirt from my backyard. This is what we're going to be using to plant. It'll be our substrate at the bottom of the tank. It's pretty good soil. This is topsoil for gardening or grass or whatever. But it's not perfect by any means. And once we get this tank set up, the video for you guys will be, 20-30 minutes long or whatever. For me though, we're gonna have to cycle this tank. Probably have to do a few water changes on it and let the dust kind of settle before we introduce any kind of shrimp. But like I said, a bag of dirt is gonna be a really simple tank. Like I said, we are gonna try and scape it though with some unique things. We'll go as far as we can tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to go down to the fish store. I went to one fish store looking for looking for something in particular, I should say. Could not find it there, but I know Dave has it over at Valley Pets, so we're gonna go see Dave again. Literally there all the time. But yeah. Just picking out a few little bigger rocks and leaves that were in here. But I hope this bag is probably more than enough to cover the bottom here. But given that we're gonna do shrimp, we might as well give ourselves a good base. So there's step one, some dirt. Not a whole lot. Like I said, it's really good soil. This was topsoil that I was using in my backyard. I had laid down a bunch of sod this summer, and I had some leftover soil, which is great. But we'll have to see. We also sourced some rock from our backyard, from our patio project. I never filmed that or anything, so it doesn't exist on YouTube, but I did a fire pit and a concrete / stone patio in the backyard, somewhere to hang out and sit by the fire in the evenings. It's beautiful out in Colorado at nighttime. A lot of stars out, not a whole lot of light pollution here, so you can see a lot of cool stuff. Wow, those fish are really going at it, huh? Those two, I have two male electric blue peacocks that love to go ham with each other. I actually have 3 of them in the tank. One of them super calm, 2 of them are super aggressive. They're not the biggest fish in the tank though, so they kind of get put in their place every so often by the tank boss, who just happens to be one of the larger OBs in the tank. Now, first step here is getting all of this relatively flat, you know what I mean? Doesn't have to be perfect. It is gonna shift on us a little bit, but I am gonna take a little bit of water and we're gonna spray down the tank and just get all that dust to settle really nice, so that way we can move on to our next step. And I've seen a lot of mixed emotions about substrate you pull from outside, right? From what I understand, the shrimp want more acidic environments or water columns, so we'll be testing this to see what we end up with, see how neutral this soil is, or if it is acidic enough to work just flat out as a substrate, or if it'll need to be introduce some, well, I mean, we're probably going to introduce some bacteria either way, just to make sure that we get the tank cycling correctly while it's chilling, just circulating. So now we have our dirt. Let's go. Now it's time to show you guys the other things that we'll be using in here. So ultimately, this tank is going to look really cool, so please guys, watch to the end. I'm going to do my very best to make this tank a haven for shrimp. We'll be introducing a small amount of shrimp. We'll be trying to get male and female and grow out the colony right here in the fish room. But we're going to do a little bit of long-haired grass. We're starting everything from seed. We will also be doing some tiny leaf grass, as well as some dwarf hair grass. The majority of the tank will be the dwarf hair grass, and then a little bit of long hair grass and a little bit of tiny leaf grass will be mixed in. Shoot, give me 1 second.
All right, there's the dirt layer, probably about 1 inch or so along the bottom, covering the base.
And it's all wet, ready for grass. Okay, now you can see everything is wet. So let's start by doing a little bit of roughing up of the surface. We're just gonna use our tongs right here, and we're literally just gonna scuff up that surface a little bit so we have somewhere for our seeds to drop into.
Wow, damn, this Kyoto.
And I'm basing this part on how I would plant grass, or, you know, seeds in a garden type of stuff. because we want our seeds in the soil. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they'll just float to the surface. There's a big old rock we missed. Let's get that out of there. Backfill that hole a little bit. And I'm just making sure that every little bit of it is kind of scuffed up. Okay. Next, because our dwarf hair grass is going to be the majority of it, we'll do this seed first. Because there will be a lot of this seed that gets mixed in here. And we're just going to lightly sprinkle a nice healthy amount of seed across the entirety of the tank. Just trying to keep it relatively even. And I definitely want the main portion of the grass to grow in the middle, so we're just going to make sure we dump a lot of seed right along that middle part. Now I don't know if any of this is going to work or not, so you guys will find out for sure. I'll film everything. So that's that, and the goal is that's going to give us somewhat of a blanket of legitimate grass at the bottom. Now the long-haired grass I want at the back of the tank. So this seed here, we're just going to be sprinkling along the back side of the tank. Just like so. Plenty of seeds. Okay, so we got our long-haired grass. We got our dwarf hair grass. I might have to go and separate those fish right now. Everybody in there is throwing a fit for some reason. Okay, so next, last but not least, we're going to do our tiny leaf grass. And this, because of what we're trying to go get at the store, will only be kind of in a half moon shape mixed in with this stuff here. So I'm going to just do about, make a nice little radius right here and put in a little bit back there. Okay, so in my brain, back here, there'll be some longer grass mixed in with some shorter grass. As you move up, there'll be a line that goes across of dwarf hair grass. And then here in the corners, you'll have kind of like a tiny leaf grass, but it'll be just short-haired grass in the center. And we are going to go pick out a centerpiece tomorrow. So, for right now though, we need to make sure everything is nice and wet. So next steps again is spraying everything down, get everything nice and saturated. Okay, well, I'm not sure how much footage I lost right there, but my SD card was full.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
I must have forgot to delete some footage. But we switched over to the SD card instead of the internal memory. I probably said that wrong, but yeah, let's keep going. So next step, we have our rock that came from our patio project. And this is gonna work as our cap. So let's get this put in there. We're just gonna place it really gently in one big pile, right in the center if we can. Okay, just like that. And that is gonna act as our cap to cover up our soil. I know it's kind of weird, but we do expect the grass to grow right through the rock. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so, well, I found a leaf. Okay, so we have all that done. Let me show you guys what we're working with. Okay, so there's our rock. You can see our substrate that we just planted all of our stuff in, and then our rock right there. Now, we're going to go around and just pat this down a hair so we can help eliminate any air bubbles. Because if those air bubbles start to pop up and you fill up the tank too slowly, all your seeds will start to come up. So we just want to give it a nice little pat down and try and squeeze out any air pockets. We already dampened the soil really good, so next step, let's get this guy filled up. I'm gonna have to grab a bucket. I freaking hate buckets. I'm gonna grab a bucket. I'll be right back. All right, guys. We're just gonna use a bucket we got right here. Bam, see it? Put it higher than the tank so we can siphon the water out of the bucket into the tank. We're gonna use this little red cup right here to catch it so that way water isn't flying all over the place. Let's knock this out. See, you get a little bit of cloudiness right off the bat, but the cap seems to be working really well. And get our bucket filled up, our bucket emptied and our tank filled up. But you can see all the air escaping out of the soil over here on this side in the corner. It's funny. You'd think the tank had a leak, the amount of air bubbles coming up. But it's pretty normal. There's lots of air trapped inside the soil. It has to escape somewhere. That's why we tamped it down a little bit like we did. Oh yeah. I think 5 gallons of water is probably be plenty of water, if not too much. So yeah, this is kind of what we're working with in a nutshell. Once we get this full of water, we can go ahead and add a filter in there and start filtrating, but I think we're going to let the bubbles settle for a minute. And once the bubbles are all settled, we'll screen the top of it with a net, get all the nastiness that's still there off. And we can go from there. All right, now our cup has become useless because the water level got higher than the cup. So set that off behind us. Yeah, it's 125. I don't know if you guys can see him. right there. One of the peacocks is just kind of going nuts today. I'm not sure why he's being such a turd, but he is. Now I could have, and I probably should have, filled up this tank where I plan on putting it, but I'm an idiot, so we're doing it right here. There we go, getting there. Shoot, most of the air bubbles might be out of it by the time we get done filling it up. Not too shabby. And so this tank is going to go where I used to have a tank where I would grow just plants for tanks. And I've yet to get into aquascaping, so out with the plants, in with the shrimp. Everybody in my house is passed out right now. It's funny because working so late in the evening is some of the best times to work. You get a lot done. And it's difficult to build things, to have a hobby, to film your hobby. It becomes super cumbersome to do all those tasks. So, if you're watching this video, hit that subscribe button and know that I appreciate you being here. Heck yeah. Alright, our tank is almost there. They ain't even gonna take a full 5 gallons. That's perfect. I'm gonna let it continue to go though, a little bit higher. Well, for now we're going to call that good. Alright, I'm going to set that hose right there in that bucket. So, let's just go ahead and finish the tank right here since we are already right here. Alright, moving on. We got the water level full. You can see it right there. Next, wasn't a whole lot of options at the pet store today. So this is what we're going to be using right here. It's a quail all-in-one sponge filter. Let's crack it open, see what this is all about. Looks like we got a spray bar, some other hardware right there, little hose, a piece of a hose. We'll put that right there so we can lose it and forget where we found it here in a minute. Instructions, who needs those? Sponge. And power source. So, I'm just gonna take a gander here that this goes on here like so. And then we gotta figure out how we mount this bad boy. So let's get all this junk opened up and drop it everywhere, because that's what I do. Okay, looks like we have a mount for the wall, or over the edge. Okay. Essentially have a bunch of pieces here, and I have no idea what they do. Here looks like a spray bar. There's your return, some suction cups, another mounting bracket, a screw, and some other things. So I lied. Who needs directions? This guy. Let's see what they got for us. Holy shamoly. We're working with a scroll. It's like ancient Europe. Holy shit. Okay. There's the directions. I didn't know it came in 50 pieces. So, I'll be right back. Alright, hey, we did it. See my hat? Woo! Alright. That sucked. But, essentially, our filter, which our water level is already too high, it's just gonna sit on the back of the tank like so. Nope. Nope, nope, it's not. Okay, just like that. And hopefully it's not too much flow. Let's move the tank down to where it's heading and see if it's going to work in that spot. Heavier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. New home. Acquired. Okay. Sweet. Okay. That is going to be, whew, the new home for this tank. Oh, so let's get it plugged in, get it cycling, and see exactly what we're working with here. Oh, shoot. Kind of ran that cord wrong. Get that finagled through there. Okay. Let that just go to the jungle of wires back there. Because why not? Oh. Okay, so this guy, pretty sure, can be discontinued. We'll monitor the temperature. If we need to add a heater, we will. But for now, I'd like to get the pump going and see exactly how bad it is. I mean, it's not. It's not terrible, I guess. And I think actually, I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions. It does say that the flow is adjustable. Hopefully it is, because it's moving in there. And for now, I think, just because we have it here, this will serve just fine as a light for this aquarium. So there you have it, guys. Cycling for right now. Super heavy flow. I'll figure out how to turn that down. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple days at the fish store to grab us some shrimp. Let's go. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. Our tank is settled, and I want to decorate it with something unique. And I saw something at Dave's store the other day, so let's go back down to Dave's shop, see if it's still there. Let's pick it up and we'll grab us a couple shrimp to test out the tank. All right, see you guys at the pet store. What's up, guys? What up, dude? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
You guys go to the parade?
No, there's a parade?
There's a Whitefield School District Day parade right now.
Bro, I didn't even know there was a parade going on.
gosh, it's back!
I heard, Peter. I heard.
Kids, it's happening. Get your coats. This is what we practiced for.
Yeah. I love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetheart. None of the past matters.
Did you get my shirt?
I did, yes. Yes. Thank you, by the way.
Hi, AJ.
Yay. Guys.
Yeah, we actually are doing a shrimp tank right now.
Ooh.
And we're doing it like completely all natural, sourced rock from my backyard, dirt from the backyard.
Okay.
Well, I planted seeds.
Oh, perfect.
I did a bunch of grass seed, so like long hair, short hair, and dwarf grass. So
Excited.
hopefully that'll grow
I have
nice.
Monte Carlo and dwarf baby tears too, if that's something that you're.
I like the dwarf baby tears. Hey, there's little Corey. What's up, bro? Well,
Got breeding pair of angelfish in here too.
yeah, I was actually in here filming yesterday,
Uh huh.
and I caught those guys on film. I just added a pair of 2 baby angelfish,
Oh heck yeah, bro.
and they hang out with my bait. I have the world's weirdest fucking beta fish.
Really? What does he do?
He hangs out with everybody. There's a pea puffer, a beta fish, and 2 angelfish in there, and then 5
yeah.
cories on the bottom, and
Yeah.
a bristlenose pleco in there, and then a clown pleco.
Nice little community going.
Yeah, and my fish, he just swims around, hangs out with everybody.
Oh,
As soon as you put
heck
food
yeah,
in there,
dude.
there's
The
all kinds of
65
moss.
has a beta in there too, and we
Oh,
have like
yeah.
ram cichlids and balloon ram cichlids.
Every beta I've ever had is like antisocial, super aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
And this
yeah.
is a ninja beta or a samurai beta, and he just doesn't give a crap about anything. Dude, there's moss like this, and he just swims down and kind of lays in it.
Oh, it's
And then as soon as I open the thing to feed him, he's like, oh, hey. And he comes
Oh,
right
wait.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that shrimp.
Oh my God, that's a big dude. Do you sell big ones like that?
Oh yeah. I have some of the algae eating shrimp right now. I actually have a decent amount of shrimp. She's actually carrying eggs.
Yeah, she's
a decent
pregnant.
amount of them too.
Is she for sale?
No.
Aw. Breeding tanks.
David would destroy me.
I seen we got some like reds and yellows too over
Yes,
here.
yeah, and then the Amino
What is the Amino shrimp? Is that?
algae eating yellows.
And they're significantly larger. Is this the same
Yeah.
thing that was over there pregnant?
I think so, yeah. But that one over there I think is a year old. Yeah.
I think we're gonna. AJ's been on the channel many times. She's helped us with a lot of things, and I have to agree with her. I like the Amino shrimp more than I like the red or the yellow.
Yeah, I mean the colors are nice, but like
The size too. The
Amanos-
difference in size.
Yeah.
You can see, guys, how small these guys are compared to how already relatively large these guys are.
Oh yeah.
And we could definitely move the tank by a window to grow algae when we need to.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm sold on that.
Yeah.
I like these guys a lot. All right, guys, I changed my mind from a bonsai tree to some live rock. So, let's go home and put it together. Milo just said he brought in a new spider, super rare. Let's go have a look. Excuse me, guys.
These ones you can't sell across or out of the state.
Oh, man.
You can't buy them from out of state either unless you go out of state to get them.
Holy smokes. Whoa. It's got a window. Oh, my God. Bro. That is huge. Guys, that is like easily the size of the palm of my hand. Like for reference, like, wow. And the colors on it. What is that spider? What kind is it?
Postalotharia vittata. Or
Posted.
ghost ornamental
Okay, we'll go with
From
ghost
India.
ornamental because
from Sri Lanka.
India, Sri Lanka, you can only get it in Colorado. You cannot ship cross state lines. This thing is cool as heck. Is it lethal?
CITES protected. It's venomous, but it's not lethal to you unless you're allergic.
So it hurt like hell if you're allergic, but not lethal.
Nope. Bag
Oh,
for
sorry.
you.
Thanks, Milo.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Excuse
Have
me.
a good one, guys.
Later, guys.
Thank you.
We got our shrimp. Let's go. Back from the pet store with our one piece of rock that is going to be part of our shrimp tank. Now I'm just trying to decide how I want the rock to sit in the tank. I kind of like that right there. Yeah, I think we're gonna go like that. So let's get it in the tank.
Stuff on it.
If you have girls in your life, my daughter or my wife, hair freaking everywhere. So it's a really good thing we decided to leave a little bit of room inside the tank.
It's really big.
I have to finagle some stuff around, but I really like the way that looks. And I think it'll be really cool because the shrimp will have plenty of room to move around. We'll get this light and filter situated. But yeah, so that right there is ultimately going to end up the decoration that's in there. You can see it releasing all of its air bubbles. And the shrimp right here are acclimating. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes when the shrimp are ready to go inside the tank. Alright, there we go. A little bit brighter. I did turn the pump up a little bit because when I put the rock in there I kind of stirred the pot a little bit. So that's fine, it'll settle. And the shrimp are pretty much ready to go. Our algae eater shrimp to start off our colony. So let's get these guys into the tank and let them kind of do their thing. Make sure we didn't. Oh no, we got a straggler in the bag. Okay. So that starts off our colony of shrimp. I'll keep you guys updated. We'll do weekly updates with this tank to see how things are growing, how the shrimp are doing, so on and so forth. So we'll see you guys on the next update. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to look out for the weekly updates as we build our shrimp army. Will they need a bigger space? Will I build them a bigger tank? All things we'll figure out in episodes to come. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here. And here's the MTFR playlist. So make sure to check out that warehouse where we're building our 900-gallon tank. Peace out.